This is for Algebra 1. It is a review for polynomials. A couple of things that we don't really talk about a lot, but that shows up occasionally is the formulas for the area of a rectangle, which is length times width. Area of a triangle, which is 1/2 times base times height, or you may have learned it base times height divided by 2, same thing. And perimeter is the distance around, which is where you add all sides. So first of all, let's look at number 1, 3x plus 5 times 3x minus 5. You are multiplying because it's two set of parentheses, so you will distribute your 3x and you will distribute your 5. 3x times 3x is 9x squared. 3x times negative 5 is minus 15x. 5 times 3x is plus 15x, and 5 times negative 5 is minus 25. Remember that the two terms in the middle should combine, so bring down your 9x squared. Negative 15 plus 15 in your calculator gives you 0. This means they cancel. Bring down your minus 25. This is your answer. Number 2 is 2x plus 3 quantity squared, which means that you're going to write it twice. 2x plus 3 times 2x plus 3, and now it works just like number 1. So 2x times 2x is 4x squared. 2x times 3 is plus 6x. 3 times 2x plus 6x, and 3 times 3 is plus 9. 2 in the middle should combine, so bring down your 4x squared. 6 plus 6 is 12, so plus 12x. Bring down your plus 9, and that is your answer. Number 3, be careful. You're used to distributing, you're used to multiplying and making it long. It's just addition, okay? So look at what's between the parentheses. When it's addition, all you're doing is combining your like terms. So 3x squared plus 5x squared is 8x squared. Remember that when you're combining, you add or subtract the number in front, and the exponent stays the same. It's only used to figure out what will combine. Negative 2x plus negative 7x is negative 9x. If you're not sure how to do that, you're going to say negative 2 plus negative 7 in your calculator. And then 5 plus 1 is 6, and so plus 6, and that is your answer. Number 4, once again, is multiplying because there's nothing between the parentheses. So 3x times x is 3x squared. 3x times negative 4 is minus 12x. 2 times x is plus 2x, and 2 times negative 4 is minus 8. 2 in the middle should combine, so bring down your 3x squared. Negative 12 plus 2 is a negative 10 in your calculator, so minus 10x. Bring down your minus 8. Okay, try to write a little better than what my board is doing. Number 5, find the area of a rectangle with length x plus 1 and width 2x plus 3. This is how they're going to give it to you on the end of course test. They want you to have to think a little bit. We know the area is the length times the width. That's all there is to it. So x plus 1 times 2x plus 3, and it turns into a problem just like number 4. So don't let the words confuse you. X times 2x is 2x squared. X times 3 is plus 3x. 1 times 2x is plus 2x. And 1 times 3 is plus 3. The 2 in the middle should combine. So this is going to give you 2x squared plus 5x plus 3 for your answer. Number 6, find the perimeter of a rectangle with length of x plus 1 and width of 2x plus 3. Remember, you will have 2 of your lengths and you will have 2 of your widths. So I would start by distributing my 2x plus 2 plus, and then I'm going to distribute this 2 and get 4x plus 6. Now what we're doing is we're finding the perimeter, which is where you add all the sides. There's 2 lengths and 2 widths, so we multiplied, and now we're going to combine like terms. 2x and 4x is 6x. 2 plus 6 is 8. Going to the next page. The perimeter is 7x plus 5. The base is x minus 5, and the height is 2x plus 1. Find the third side. Keeping in mind that the perimeter means you add the sides. So if you know 2 of the sides, you're going to subtract those from the perimeter, and it'll give you the missing side. So basically you're saying 7x plus 5 minus x minus 5 minus 2x plus 1. So deal with your x first, and you're going to say 7 minus, this is a 1, minus 2. So in your calculator, 7 minus 1 minus 2, and you ought to get 4, so 4x. Then in your calculator, it's 5 minus negative 5 minus 1. So that's a 9. It's positive, so you say 4x plus 9. If you want to check yourself, you take the three sides, add them up, and see if you get 7x plus 5. Number 8, the perimeter is, this is the same exact problem as number 7, so we won't, oh wait, yes we will. It's not the same one. What's the deal? What's different? Now they want the area. Area of a triangle is base times the height divided by 2. So what is your base? X minus 5. What is your height? 2x plus 1, and it's all over 2. So distribute. X times 2x is 2x squared. X times 1 is plus x. Negative 5 times 2x is minus 10x, and negative 5 times 1 is minus 5. 2 in the middle combined, so you have 2x squared minus 9x minus 5, and it's all over 2. And I will be nice and let you write it that way. You could take and divide each term by 2, and it would be like x squared minus 4.5x minus 2.5. I'd still take that, but you don't have to. All right, number 9. Now remember, always look and see what's happening. We are subtracting here, okay? So think about that. So you're going to have 2x squared minus 2x squared. So 2 minus 2 is 0. It's gone. That means there's not even an x squared written down. Then you have negative 5 minus 4. So in your calculator, because of all these signs, negative 5 minus 4, and you get negative 9x. And then you have negative 3 minus negative 2. Once again, use your calculator. Negative 3 minus negative 2 is negative 1, so negative 9x minus 1 is your answer. Number 10 is long and drawn out, but you can do this. You're distributing. So you're going to take your 2 times everything, and your your 2a times everything, and then your b times everything. 2a times a squared becomes 2a to the third because we're adding our exponents. 2a times negative 8ab is going to be minus 16a squared b. 2a times 3b squared is going to be plus 6ab squared. B times a squared is going to be plus, and I always do it alphabetical, so I'm going to say a squared b. It means the same thing as ba squared. Minus 8ab squared plus 3b to the third. So my 2a to the third doesn't combine with anything, I just bring it down. My negative 16a squared b and my a squared b combine. And that's going to be minus 15a squared b, because that was like negative 16 plus 1. So I'm done with those. So now my 6ab squared minus 8ab squared combine and give me minus 2ab squared. And I'm done with those, and then this does not combine with anything, it just comes down, plus 3b to the third. And this long thing is your answer. All right, going to the next page. Got to do a little bit with the exponents. We can't forget what we learned. Remember that when you're multiplying, you multiply the big numbers and you add the exponents. So 3 times 2 is what you're going to do here and get 6. And then you're going to say 2 plus 1 is x to the third, and negative 4 plus 1 is y to the negative 3. Now remember, we cannot have a negative exponent. We make it a fraction and we move that to the bottom. So 6x to the third over y to the third is the answer. On number 12, you got to deal with this little exponent here first. So your negative 2, a to the third, b to the fourth, all stays the same. Everything in here has to be raised to the third. So that's like saying negative 3, rooftop 3. Now that negative 3 needs to be in parentheses. And so you discover that negative 3 to the third is negative 27. X to the 2 times 3 is 6. y to the negative 5 times 3 is negative 15. So now you're multiplying these two. So you're going to say negative 2 times negative 27. And you get a positive 54. You're going to add your exponents. So a to the 3 plus 6 is 9. B to the 4 minus 15 is negative 11. Once again, you cannot have a negative exponent. You have to fix that. So it becomes 54 a to the 9th all over b to the 11th. And when you move that down to the bottom, it becomes positive. You have fixed the negative exponent. 13, and the thing with these is you've got to just do it one step at a time. Don't stress when they look a little longer, a little bigger. There's nothing major in this one, okay? Take care of the top first. You're just multiplying those. 4 times 3 is 12. X to the 2 plus 5 is 7. It's all over 5x to the third. Take your calculator and say, at your home screen, 12 divided by 5. I said 12 divided by 5 because I'm trying to like reduce it basically, okay? And it comes out to a decimal. I don't want decimals in my answer, so you're going to go back to math, enter, enter, and you discover that 12 divided by 5 is as small as it's going to get. So 12 over 5 stays. 7 minus 3 is 4, positive number, so it stays in the top, x to the 4th, and that's your answer. It's really not that bad. Number 14, we're raising a power to a power, but what should catch your attention is that it is all to the 0 power. Anything to the 0 power is 1, and you're done, because 3 to the 0 is 1, a squared to the 0 is 1, b to the negative third to the 0 is 1. It's all 1. 15 we're multiplying, so negative 2 times 3 is negative 6. X to the 3 minus, or 3 plus a negative 6 is negative 3. Y to the 5 plus 2 is 7. Okay, the negative 6 is legal. It's okay to have a negative coefficient. It's all good. The negative 3 is not legal because it's an exponent. So that's got to go to the bottom and become x to the third on the bottom. Y to the 7th is okay where it is. So this is your answer. Moving to the next page. You discover that that's it. You have an exam tomorrow. If you have any questions about any of this, you need to come talk to me.